because I want to talk about the secrets to self-awareness and talent identification and why so many people miss it. Well, part of it, of course, is the definition of self-awareness, right? Most people are not really sure what that means. So let's dig into that a little bit. We want to look at what your abilities are, what your thoughts are, your emotions, but you have to know this, right? It's not someone externally finding this out for you. You have to sit there and think about who you are, what you've done so far in life, what it is you want to explore. And that is how you start to get some form of insight into, who you are. The hidden talents, sometimes these are our greatest strengths hidden in plain sight, right? Literally hidden in plain sight. So it might be something that you just like to do and you're really good at it, but because it's not your day job, because it's not your day talent, is what I call it. Yeah, that's your main job that you use to, take care of yourself. That's your day talent, all right? But because it's not your day talent, it's not a part of your day talent, you just don't think about it as a separate talent that you perhaps could look into monetizing. Now, with self-awareness, it is not just a one-time thing. You are continuously doing these checks of yourself to see what your talents are, right? You're continuously doing that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about now, it's the power of self-reflection. This seems broad, but it's actually unique to you. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to take a moment, those of you that are on the live, and then those of you that are going to be on the replay. I want you to pause and reflect at this time about when you felt truly in your element. Like, what were you doing? What were you doing when you felt truly in your element? Think about that, because this is most important. This is perhaps one of the easiest way to get to identifying your talents, because you have to know those talents and then we can think about monetization. So again, remember, this is coming from the ideology of the walking back theory, right? This is talking about self-leadership, self-reliance, and leading yourself. Again, you stay in your day job, but the reason why we need to have this conversation today is because if you're on this live today, you must have heard that people are getting antsy about the war. Let's face it, all right? We in the United States, we just authorized Ukraine to be able to use long-range missiles in their war against Russia. And because of the rhetoric from Russia about what it may consider interference, then people are a little bit nervous. And the stock market is even reflecting that yesterday and today. So we'll continue to watch that. But my question is simply this. If the war was to break out now, right? So if there was a war right now, are you prepared? What are your talents? What about if your company during the wartime choose to fire you? Are you prepared? Do you know what your talents are so that you would be able to perhaps do something different in the meantime? This matters. This is extremely important. Okay? So I want you to write down that time when you felt truly in your element. Remember I said, what were you doing? Write that down. And then I want you to, analyze and learn from this. I want you to look for common themes in your reflection. right? This might point to some talents, some hidden talents or interests that you may have. Again, if you're just joining us, make sure you follow this channel, because it is my intention as we go through the next few years to help you to find those talents that you have, those hidden talents, and to take them to the next level for you, the monetization for you. It can simply be a talent that you have that your employer may be able to benefit from, and this may be a negotiation tool. Entrepreneurship is just merely a byproduct of the concept of leading yourself. Period. It's just a byproduct. Not everyone is meant to be a full-fledged entrepreneur. Some of us like the fact that we go into work and we know what it is we need to get done, and we do it, and we get handsomely paid for it. So the whole point of this self-awareness, the 7 minutes per day study, it's to help you to get there. It's to help you to get a little bit more in tune with yourself. Now, there are some obstacles, all right, to self-awareness, and that would be fear of judgment, lack of focus. These are some obstacles that can stop you. And external noise. Let's start with that. Get rid of that. Anything that is not for your progression is a distraction. That's it. If it's just a checklist, you're not for my progression, you're a distraction. And so we need to overcome those things to dive deep into who we are and to get there. Now, there are some practical tips for identifying hidden talents. The journaling, like I told you about, think about when you were in your element and you write that down. The journaling will help. You're going to seek feedback from others. You're going to ask your family, your friends, what they think about you, what they think is your greatest talent, what do they like when you do it, what do they think you do well. You're going to do that, and you're going to try new things. Get out of your comfort zone. I want you to understand again that this is not a one-time thing. It's a journey of it. It's not the destination, because you learn new things every day. You learn new things over time. You hone new skills over time as well. And I want you to embrace these challenges and celebrate the progress. So for additional information, you can always look into the description. There's so much resources. Make sure you're following this YouTube channel. That's what I want you to do. Follow this YouTube channel as I share with you more leadership qualities to help you lead yourself to, into a space that you will feel welcome, because you'll be living in your unique talents given to you by God. Because I'm telling you, you're born a walking bank. You're born a walking bank, and it's for you to find those talents and print money with those talents. So I am Alicia Marie Phidd. I look forward to sharing more information with you on this 7 minutes a day for 7 days on self-awareness and finding those talents. Okay? All right. If you need any more assistance, you can always click below and book an advisory session. But at this point in time, I just really want you to take the time to know you. All right? So start journaling. Until next time, roar with you soon.